Hunter x Hunter, episode 138. Okay, I love the recap in the beginning, and Gen is talking to Beans. And Beans is like, well, why are you asking for something for yourself, right? Because Gen is just, he's getting Netero's will, but nothing for himself. And he's like, if I can get my target to move as I want, I've succeeded as a hunter. And I don't think it's really the Zodiacs he's talking about. It's Pariston. Oh, yes. Pariston pushes Kanzai. He's the tiger, Hihei looking guy, if you've seen Yu Yu Hakusho. And Kanzai starts to throw down on Pariston, right? Now, it's interesting, because Genta, the sheep, puts his entire body right between them, okay? And Seiyu, the monkey, and Geru, the snake, they gesture that they're going to stop him, okay? And all three have been pretty vocal against him, against Pariston, right? So that makes me wonder if there's what's really going on there. They're just trying to keep the peace. And Mezistom, the cow, he I trust. The others I'm not too sure about. So I am wondering if there's some. I'm pretty sure there's at least some Zodiacs that are secretly allied with Pariston, because he's really that manipulative. And Cheadle is sitting there wishing that Gen was actually there to counter Pariston. Kind of paraphrasing it, right? I mean, Pariston is an S-level manipulator, right? A beast. This is what she said. What Cheadle said. A beast that cannot be tamed. I mean, they can't control this guy. All right, now we go to the Aluka stuff and the whole Killua and his father, right? And just a note is Aluka in the manga is way creepier. I mean, it's just the artwork is just, it's darker, it's creepier. But in the anime, okay, I find Aluka much more, I don't know, compassionate. I feel it's easier to sympathize in the anime because it's not as creepy or as harsh to me. It is creepy, but just a note, just my own personal opinion. And I love the whole father-son thing, right? Never betray your friends, the whole blood pack thing and all that, and that was also to help him, you know, because he's Gon's my friend, and and you told me do it, so it was brilliant. I actually loved that. And then the Doors. I'm an old guy. I haven't seen that many Doors since Get Smart reruns. Anyway, for the younger people, I'll just move on. Killua has this guilt about leaving Aluka behind, and he's like, is this because of the brain manipulation that Illumi, his brother, did to him, that he just didn't care about her anymore or think about her? So there's a lot going on there. Really messed up family, right? And then there are the rules that explain how Killua, well, the rules in the relationship. Killua was the first to know and understand Aluka's abilities. And a few interesting things, like Aluka never makes requests for parents. That alone should ring, massive alarm bells right there. Something's not normal. So you got to satisfy Aluka's request. You get a wish, and the bigger the wish. I love the way that this is. Tagashi has this set up. This is really interesting. The bigger the wish, the harsher the next request from the next person is, right? And if you don't do her requests, then at a minimum that they know of, 2 people die, someone you really care about. And if it's after a huge request, right, because it's the request and everything are ramped up by the wish that was granted before. That's what makes it really interesting. And I love how the little stuff they do. Aluka is waving at the guy in the fancy car, like the wishes for money or something like that. Just wave goodbye. And, you're fine. You were greedy, but it's the next person who'll pay for it. And then watching the request, other people are running from it. Give me your liver. Give me your duodenum. That's the first section of the small intestine. I googled it. I looked it up. And your spine, and then the brain. All things you really need, okay? Now, the last thing here, it was really heartbreaking to to see a kid, any kid isolated like that. When I was really small, there was some times I spent a lot of time by myself, and it's not good. It's not fun. And one last little thing, there was the minimum. I don't think I mentioned this, but they said that after a big wish, there was, and someone didn't fulfill the request, there was at least 67 people that they know of that died. Okay, so you get a big wish preceding it, and then don't do the request, and then it went off the hook. And how about Illumi and his mom using the butlers to test Luca's abilities? That was brutal. Anyway, this was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed this episode. Any feedback would be awesome, and I have hangouts on my anime hangout. So if you want, you can see the link below. You can go over there if you make some, let me know that you want in. If you start writing comments and stuff like that. And but anyway, you can see the hangouts. Some of them last pretty long. Really enjoy them. They normally are on Thursday. That's right, Steve's Anime Hangouts. Go check it out. Link below. Until next time, take care.